my mom passed away. Now what? So my name is Dr. Granada, otherwise known as Dr. Joyful, still Dr. Joyful. And today is May the 12th, 2024. So you know what that means, don't you? It means that people are celebrating Mother's Day today. They're celebrating Mother's Day. And my sweet, beautiful, amazing, smart, jazzy, loving, giving mom passed away April the 8th, 2024. So literally last month. Literally last month. Man, what? Man. So now what? Right? Now what? The relationship that I had with my mom was amazing. It really was. We had similar personalities, talk, 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 laugh, 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 laugh. And she was so encouraging to me my whole life, like from start to when she transitioned. Like just she was always like, you know what, G, you can do it. You can do it, G. You can do it. And she and I always would laugh at every conversation, even if it was a serious conversation. At some point during the conversation, we would be laughing about something. So she was my laugh buddy, and we were very, very joyful together. And she also was very wise. She was very wise in handling things. She was very wise. And so I think back across the time that, we shared together, and she imparted such wisdom to me. And she was so impactful in my life. You know what I mean? Like really impactful. Like she really made a difference in my life. She made a difference in my life. And I will miss that. I will miss that. I miss her already. It's this really weird, surreal type situation, right? Because it's weird not to be able to pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, mom, da 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 da." Let me tell her, what's going on with me, or something that happened, or something that I want her take on. So this is a weird space. It's a weird spot to be in, for sure. So I was just posting this because I know that a lot of people are missing their moms today, right? And so I wanted to share how I have been navigating this. So my mom passed away. Now what? For me, it has been about gratitude. It's been about gratitude. Not everybody has had a great mom. So I'm grateful that I had a great mom, and I'm grateful that she was present in my life. She was present. Sometimes moms are there, but they're not present, right? She was present in my life, right? She poured into me and into my life. And so that's a beautiful thing that not everyone gets to experience. And so I just have to be grateful. I have to be grateful for the time that we had together. And it was rich. It was rich. It was filled with love, and filled with joy, and filled with compassion. And our hugs were so intense, right? So every time I would see my mom, our hugs would be so intense. I'm a hugger anyway, right? I'm just a hugger. I always have been. But our hugs were intense. And, she was just beautiful. Like she's just beautiful, right? one time I was in college and I went away to college. So I'm from New York, I'm from Long Island, and I went to college in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I was in college, and my first year, a student committed suicide. She was a twin, and before going to college, they had a picnic for all of the Long Islanders who were going to the college. And so I met her and her twin, and they were beautiful, 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 and very, very kind. And I remember hearing that one of them had committed suicide, and I called my mom to talk to her about it. And my mom's response was really interesting to me. She very quickly started to talk about how in life, sometimes things are difficult, but you have to stay in the game. You have to stay in the game, and it just doesn't matter as much as you think it matters when it comes to thinking about taking your life. And she helped me understand that while I was trailblazing, um, and in the sense that first family member to go to an Ivy League university, um, she helped me to understand that pressure to do well, that meant nothing when it came to life and living and being here. And she helped me understand that even though, I wanted to do well and I was trailblazing, really, she helped me understand that my parents loved me, period, unconditionally. Whether I went there, whether I stayed there, whether I even graduated from there, I did. But any of that, she said, listen, none of that matters compared to your life. None of it. A degree means nothing, nothing when it comes to your life. And she helped me understand that whatever in life is going on that's challenging for you, okay, it can get better. So don't make any permanent decisions over temporary situations. That was really, really important, right? I'm a pretty joyful spirit innately, so that's not something that I have thought about gratefully or thankfully. However, it really lifted the weight to hear my mom tell me how much she and my dad loved me, period. Just me, just me. She just loved me. And it didn't come with any expectations for what I had to do in order to please her or my dad. It was just, we love you unconditionally. We're here for you. We're rooting for you. You can do it. If there's anything that you need, let us know. If you need to come home, come home. If you need to come home, she told me this first year college. She said, listen, if you need to come home for a minute, come home. Come home. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. She really helped to keep things in perspective for me. She really did. She helped me keep things in perspective. And so I am very, very grateful for her and what she did for me, but also how she helped me understand life and what the important things in life are, right? The important things. So I'm really grateful for that and many, many other things. My mom, we were just connected. We were connected. She knew. She would know. If things were really, really stressful at times for me, she would just know. What? Moms know. Moms just know. She would call me. She's like, "Hey, G, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, Mom. All right." She's like, "Tell me what's going on." I'm like, "What do you mean, Mom? What's going on? What?" She's like, "I know it's stressful. Let's talk about it." So, yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to to share that even in this, and again, this is not, my mom and I were not estranged. We had a great relationship. We loved one another immensely. And so this definitely is the most difficult thing I have had to navigate in my life, for sure. However, as I said many times, the Lord God Almighty has given me a peace and joy that I cannot explain. I just can't explain it. I said before in a post, probably on TikTok, that on the day of my mom's service, when I walked into the church, as I was approaching the church, it was really nostalgic because my parents are high school sweethearts. They grew up together. They've known each other since elementary school, and both born and raised in North Carolina. And her services are here in North Carolina. And so as we were approaching the church, it's nostalgic for me because it's where my grandparents lived. And so all of these emotions are coming up. And I was like, okay, am I going to be able to read this obituary today? I promise you, I walked into the church and I crossed the threshold and I literally was cloaked with joy and peace. Literally, like, and I say cloak because that's what it was. I literally walked across the threshold and it was as if I was cloaked in joy and peace. And I have been in that joy and peace. I just, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the peace is coming from, I'm a person who happens to believe in a creator, Father in heaven, his son, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit. And I 100% believe that I will see her again. And so I have peace about that. I also have peace because we were good. You know what I'm saying? We were good with one another. And I know sometimes when people don't have that, it's tricky when people pass away. I always encourage people to think about all the people in their life. And if there's anyone that there's any unforgiveness towards, I would say get that situated. Get it situated. No one knows when anybody's going to go. And you don't want to live with, oh, I wish I had, oh, I probably could have said, what if I had, you don't want to live with that. So if there's anybody, I'm encouraging you, if there's anybody on the earth that you have issues with, please get that situated. And it may not be that you have to go to them and say, it may just be in my heart, I just forgive this person. They did me wrong. They did some things that were not righteous. And, but I forgive them. I let it go. Our Father in heaven has forgiven us, so we should be extending forgiveness to other people. And so that's probably the other reason that there's such peace, is because we were so good together, and there were no issues. So there's that. And then I think also the peace comes from just knowing that she lived a beautiful life, and she accomplished so much. And so there's peace with that. And then there's joy because we had a great time while she was here. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that we did. I'm grateful to the Lord for the life that she had and for as many years as He blessed her with. I really am. And so I stay in that space. I stay in that space. And the Lord has helped me. And I am excited to have this Mother's Day. It's going to be interesting because it's my first Mother's Day without my mother here on the earth. However, it is okay. It's okay. I am grateful and thankful and joyful. I love to dance and I like dance, and I'm grateful, there are moments when there are moments when I'm literally like, oh man, Like I'm snapping my fingers. I'm like, man, mom, oh, what? No. Um, definitely those times. Definitely those times. And but again, I just have to be so happy and thankful and appreciative. In life, here, in life, sometimes we're so focused on what we don't have or what we didn't get or that we completely overlook what we do have and what we did get. So let's focus on what we do have and what we did get. And what I have is a beautiful, cherished memory of my beautiful mom. And what I have and what I got was a beautiful opportunity to live with her and to have her pour her life into me. And, she told us when she was younger, she told my brother when he was younger, young, that she prayed to the Lord that she would live long enough to raise her children and to see them become adults. And she did exactly that. And she saw us in our, passion. She got to see us doing what we love to do. So that's just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing. So I wanted to say what now, right? So what now is this. I kind of see it, excuse me, as a race. So when I was younger, I used to play a lot of sports, lacrosse, soccer, track and field, and I was a sprinter. God bless the long distance runners. What? Y'all can have that. Give me 100 meters, I'm done. Um, anyway, I also liked relay races, and so I liked getting the baton and bringing it home, right? I liked that. And so when I think about my sweet mom and her beautiful life, and my mom has passed away, what now? I really, in truth, think about it as being, my mom has run her race. She's run her race. And she has passed me the baton. My race is not finished here. Okay? So, in the relay, you grab the baton and then you run. What? You run. You don't sit down. You don't sit down. You run. You run. So life I have found to be a beautiful journey of um, lessons and love and joy and um, some challenging moments and a few curveballs and all that. And I just think, though, we have help, right? The Lord is with us. The Lord is with us, and no matter what is going on, He's with us, and He is walking through it with us, right? Right? He's with us. He's not a father who's like, oh, yeah, let me create this world and these people, and let me just go on about my business. No, 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 no. He's here. He's with us. So I believe that. And I know that to be the case. His presence is here. So yeah, life is beautiful, remains beautiful no matter what. Be joyful and stay joyful no matter what. Stay grateful no matter what. So I started out this video saying, my mom, my sweet mom, has passed away. Now what? Well, baton in hand, and I will run.